Liberty Nation with Tim Donner.
It is tempting to label the man who's running to be the next senator from Georgia as an extremist. But despite a past that might yet haunt him in his race against Republican Kelly Loeffler in a special runoff election on January 5th, Reverend Raphael Warnock is actually representative of the current mainstream and likely future of the Democratic Party. The political and chattering class is gazing upon the rapidly changing Peach State with rapt attention, and for good reason. Warnock is one of two Georgia Senate candidates who must prevail for Democrats to reach 50 seats and achieve virtual majority status in the Senate. The GOP needs just one win to maintain control of the upper chamber. But if they fail to do so, Democrats will achieve the political holy trinity: control of the White House, Senate, and House of Representatives, albeit by the narrowest of margins. A tie in the Senate, which could be broken with the vote of Kamala Harris, a bare majority in the House, and a president whose election is and will remain a source of bitter dispute. Reverend Warnock might best be described as part of the Al Sharpton wing of the left. If you believe America was built upon a foundation of white supremacy and for the very purpose of perpetuating the practice of slavery, for which the country has never sufficiently repented, then the Reverend is your man. Consider what this man of the cloth stated in a 2017 sermon following the election of Donald Trump.
America needs to repent for its worship of whiteness on full display this season. Repent for the worship of whiteness.
But worshiping whiteness is not the only thing Warnock has said which has raised the red flag. His comments about the police were not exactly comforting, starting with his reference to Ferguson, Missouri, where hands up, don't shoot was ruled by a jury to be a completely untrue narrative.
In Ferguson, police power showing up in a kind of gangster and thug mentality. You know, you can wear all kinds of colors and be a thug. You can sometimes wear the colors of the state and behave like a thug.
Perhaps the fact that Reverend Warnock is a senior pastor at the old haunts of Reverend Martin Luther King, Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, will provide decent ground cover for this race-baiting Senate hopeful. But just as progressives are vowing revenge on Trumpists when the 45th president departs, so should conservatives not forget the worshiping whiteness remark, which defines the character of this man every bit as much as goddamn America defines the Reverend Jeremiah Wright. And it now turns out that Warnock is tied to a voter registration group in Georgia, the New Georgia Project, founded by former Peach State gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams, that's now under investigation for allegedly shipping ballots to residents in other states. After all we witnessed on November 3rd and the days which followed and the campaign which preceded it, perhaps we shouldn't be surprised at the racialism and allegations of fraud and corruption surrounding this Senate hopeful. In ordinary times, he would likely be dismissed as a fringe candidate with little chance of winning. And the Democrats' other Senate nominee and Beto O'Rourke clone, John Ossoff, would also be considered a long shot. But this is 2020. And Ms. Abrams, Stacey Abrams, has publicly promised an avalanche of the infamous mail-in ballots, which made all the difference in Joe Biden's reported win in the presidential race. So the candidacies of Reverend Warnock and Mr. Ossoff, and more importantly, what they represent for the future of the nation, must be taken seriously. Very seriously.
Hi, I'm Lisa K. Donner, along with Mark Angelides, Sarah Cowgill, Tim Donner, and Scott Cosenza, and this is Liberty Nation.
Now let's take a look at the LibertyNation.com electoral leaderboard. It's still 238 for Joe Biden.
What if stories and legends can offer us the key to unraveling the hottest political issues of the day and apply their lessons to understanding the chaos of modern politics?
Impeach 45!
Only where freedom of speech is honored can people who look, sound, or think differently be truly free.
If you're discussing something that's difficult, the probability that you're not going to offend each other is zero.
President-elect of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
Donald J. Trump is now president.
With one click, Liberty Nation delivers tomorrow's news.
And remember, liberty.
Today.
All the time and everywhere.
LibertyNation.com.